Okay.
We'll just wait for the
latecomers. Hi guys, how we doing?
Good.
Hello. My name's Rick, I'm the stage manager. I'm in charge of building all this. Anything you can see, apart from the actual stage itself there obviously, we carry with us. We bring it in 53-foot trucks. And so that's quite a lot of gear, all the office equipment, cooking equipment upstairs, all the costumes, wardrobes, all the cases there, screens, lights, PA, set, musical equipment. We carry everything with us. But that's boring. Don't want to know about that at all. What you want to know about is what happens here. Because what happens here is, when we start the show, I'll tell the tour manager we're ready, and he brings down the gentleman of the orchestra. I go up to the dressing room and I collect a man called Rob Halford. Comes down here and he sits in this chair, and he transforms into this character. The metal god. That's where it happens, right in that chair there. It's a little bit like watching the old TV program, The Incredible Hulk. Apart from he doesn't go green, he just gets more leather and more studs. As soon as he's ready, he gives me a nod, and that means start our intro. What's our intro?
War Pigs.
War Pigs, correct. Then he'll give me a second nod and say, that means go house lights, fade War Pigs. We're going to start the show. So that's where that happens. Comes in here, mainly to change costume, and I'll show you some costumes in a minute, but also drinks hot tea. Hot tea with honey and lemon, good for his throat.
What kind of tea?
English Tetley's.
Tetley's.
He likes Tetley's, he likes Yorkshire, he likes PG.
I like Yorkshire.
Yorkshire Gold is probably
Yorkshire
the best
Gold, that's what
them.
I do.
So while he's doing that, in this here, he also drinks ice cold water. I've been with Rob 12 years, but in 40 years of doing this, he's the only vocalist I've ever known to drink ice cold water. Everybody else likes their water room temperature. They say it affects their vocal cords ice cold. Rob likes his ice cold with hot tea at the same time. Very strange behaviour, but that's Rob for you. Whenever you see him singing, he's got chewing gum in his mouth. Always got chewing gum. So this one, it's got eucalyptus in it. Again, it's good for the throat. As soon as the flavour goes out of it, he spits it out and he gets another piece. We've trained him not to spit it onto the floor these days and into spitting it into these cups. He's got about a 25% success rate of hitting. So we end up picking them up anyway. So there you go. Tea, hot water, chewing gum. Obviously, there's a fan. We have oxygen a little later, turns up. Which if we're at altitude or it's hot, he'll use oxygen as well.
Use those boost cans?
We've got some of those, but we usually get medical-sized bottles, so we can give it a proper good blast. He has half of it, I have the other half. I've always thought about changing it to helium one day. You can imagine some of them O-notes. That would be fantastic. So, well, that's what the old stage manager did, and that's why he's sitting there like that.
Is this the Hellbent for Leather hat?
Yeah, that is indeed, yeah.
Oh,
also, that's his comb. That side there, that's his beard. That side there, that's his hair. Now we have that. As we point out, that's a hat for anyone who's on the bike. And this is the riding crop we use to keep Andy Sneap in line with. Won't last very long, you can imagine. That'll wear out fairly soon. So, that's the table. Let's show you a couple of costumes.
Do you have the long leather shirt that he wears?
That's upstairs, because he'll wear that as he comes on.
I was wondering who made it, or if it can be purchased, or if it's custom
no,
made.
it can't be purchased. Apart from that one there, all of these are from one person, one maker, one designer, whatever you want to call him. His name's Ray Brown.
Yes.
We've got a little label saying it's a Ray. Ray designs for Rob, obviously, but many other people like Beyonce, Lady Gaga, blah, blah, blah. So, we give them all a different name just so we can grab them easy when we know, because he'll change set quite often. For instance, that's easy. Black pitchfork.
But I like the texture on it.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, here you go. We call this one chainmail.
Nice.
So if you've got leathers or suedes and you wear them, obviously he's running around out there and they get very soaked in sweat. So if you sweat into it, it's going to start to smell.
Yep.
If they start to smell, spray them. Just put a little spray bottle together, like something like that. Cheap vodka.
Oh, really?
Spray them with cheap vodka. Vodka kills the bacteria, kill the smell.
Really?
It works.
But then you smell like an alcoholic.
No, well, it doesn't actually smell that bad on the leather. So if you go out and you can't get cheap vodka, don't worry, buy expensive vodka, bring that to me, and I'll swap it for some cheap stuff, okay? So as we go along, this one we actually call Beyonce. You can probably see why.
I love this. It's fantastic. I like it.
This one we call Mirror Ball. Steak. That was the first sparkly one we got, so we call that Mirror Ball. Moving along. This one is the most up to date, and I've just unplugged the lights, but I'll put those back in a minute. This one was made specially for this tour. As you can see, this one was made for painkilling.
Nice. Very nice.
Kind of.
I like the buckles.
It's made in collaboration with Rob. The buckles, etc. It's kind of based on a straitjacket, which, if you think about it, is a bit ironic. Rob Halford in a straitjacket. Who'd have thought we'd have been saying that, eh? This one, my favourite.
Ah, yeah.
Anybody know what that flag is? Not you, Yoshi.
Black country.
The Black Country flag. Where's the Black Country?
The UK.
It is. It's right in the middle of England.
Midlands.
It's in the Midlands. It's 14 square miles right in the centre of England. It's called the Black Country because it's where the Industrial Revolution started. We had more foundries, metalworks, in that 14 square miles than anywhere else on the planet back in the day.
The yam yams.
The Yam Yams, that's correct. We are Yam Yams. Black as coal, red as night, because the foundries burnt 24 hours a day, so there's always a red glow in the sky. Centre's a chimney, pumping out smoke. Smoke goes up, soot comes down, covers the whole area. We made metal, so that's why the chains through the middle of it. So that's the Black Country flag, and that will be when he goes out on the bike. For Hell-Bent. Every now and again, Rob will throw in a curveball, and he'll say, we need to add a little bit of heavy metal. So we can add a little bit of heavy metal. There we go. And that one there, that's called the Emperor's New Clothes.
He's got material.
So, leaves us one more, which is that one.
I love it.
That was made by Heather, Hell-Bent for Heather. Heather used to be the wardrobe mistress, looked after his gear before Saffron took over, and now Oscar's doing it. Heather's now their personal chef, but she sewed all the sequins herself. So there you go, that's Rob's world.
I'm going to see the back of it. I'm going to see all these patches on her.
Yeah, you have a good look around that. There's a lot of history in that jacket.
I've been trying to figure out that shirt he wears. Did Ray make that shirt?
Yes, he did.
Okay. I've asked Ray, so I have a confession. I have a Judas Priest tribute band in Vegas.
All right.
And now
Who do you play?
I'm Rob. I'm Bob. Yeah. And
That was a joke, my friend.
so my wife used to be manager for a place called Leather Masters, which made BDSM leather.
Oh yeah.
So our leather guy, Terry, makes all my costumes for me.
Uh-huh.
And we try to get... I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to recreate the jacket that's there on display.
Uh-huh.
So I've recreated that one.
Right.